Hey, everybody. So, in conversation with Spirit a lot this week and last week, we've been bombarded by symptom after symptom that mimic diagnosis after diagnosis after diagnosis. So, some of it has been so deeply painful for many that they almost feel like they've got some kind of dis-ease. And anyone that feels that badly, I always say, please make sure you're medically checked out. So before you chalk anything up to just energetics, because this energy is triggering every decimal point on every level, on every realm. And of course, it's going to do it within the physical body that houses our spirit that is on this mission, this trip of exploration of self and of bringing divine source energy into the physical avatar that houses our soul, our consciousness, our living, breathing source self, and expanding that energy outward by learning how to work your dials. And so it is giving many of us an opportunity to stop, drop, sit, connect with our breath, work on self-healing, detach. So Spirit was bringing through the messages of energetic patterns being disconnected and disintegrated. And it's been doing it over time, but it's been an escalation of our bodies catching up with what the heck is actually happening. So it's feeling it physically, it's feeling it mentally, it's feeling it emotionally, it's feeling it in our etheric, energetic body, because we have this opportunity of our own postage stamp of domatic energy here to work through anything that we may have not worked through before, and also to use as a learning tool, to learn as a learning tool. So Spirit was saying so much of this awakening is by design. Okay. It's by design. Old patterns and programs are being disconnected and disintegrated. And while we're going through this disconnected, disintegrating process, our bodies are requiring more of this solo heal thyself mechanisms being triggered, but many people aren't recognizing it. They're looking at it and going into the pain body instead of saying, ooh, what's this telling me? What's this teaching me? What is this exactly showing me? So we have to trust the process. Some people are a little bit ahead of us. Some people are behind us. It doesn't matter where anybody else is. What matters is where are you? Where are you in this fulcrum balancing life? How strong is this demographics of your physical that houses energetic forces around it, life force of source, and of course the life force organs, the cells and everything that are housed with what I want to call the interior computer holding the hardware and the hardware holding the interior information, and learning how to operate your panels, your circuitry boards, your dials. And the very first thing that Spirit's always said to me is stop and become aware that things are occurring, good, bad, or indifferent. Step into your breath. Drop into that body. Allow yourself to take it down a notch or two. Simplifying the nervous system. Maybe take a sensory out of it. 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 Because we're on sensory overload. You can either choose to be tortured into making change, or you can make change while things are changing that kind of feel like torture. And that just came through. If you take the torture and you turn it around as, okay, I recognize how I'm feeling. Let me really go into it. Let me breathe into this area, no matter what that area is. Let me feel it. And in those feelings, allow me to flow in navigation and guide myself and trust. Whether I'm upstream, downstream, side stream, I'm learning. I'm learning how to operate this vehicle, these rowers, the motors. I'm learning how to become in full control of this commander and to sit into my commander's seat as a divine being in the image of Source and all the energy that's here. Nobody is a superstar at this, my friends. And even the superstars are wading through the muck, occasionally going overhead. I'm telling you. Everybody is in learn mode. Everybody. Some may have gotten to a place where they could turn around and teach you how to turn around and be in learn mode and maybe follow some of the tips, techniques, and tools in which they have gone through that could assist you in your learning so that you can release old programs and patterns of learning that won't be the same moving forward. The mind will operate differently. The heart will operate differently. The body itself is going to operate differently. And we don't really know what that different looks like. All we know is we need to be ready for the set, start, go. We need to be in position. So we got to fine tune. We got to look at every need that this physical body needs for sustainability, so it can be ready when something presents. So you're fine-tuning all of your sensories that you're aware of, and then more sensories are going to kick in that will have a more heightened awareness to that sensitivity. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like when you really fine-tune hearing and you take other sensories out, all of a sudden you can hear things more clearly on the floor below you or the floor above you or around you. And maybe those noises were always there, but you weren't able to decipher them. It's like when you're in nature and you stop, drop, sit, and connect with your breath, and you just be still and take some sensories out of it. Close your eyes, take your breath, tune down, and get into the parasympathetic nervous system. Calm the heart rate. Calm the helter-skelter that's going on inside of you. Allow your organs to find their original rhythm. And then all of a sudden, you start hearing something more clearly. And those hearings give you feelings. And then we reprioritize all kinds of things within this Rubik's Cube, this computer system. And we start to expand on how we receive, retrieve, give, transmute, transmit our energies, our life force energies. And so, our goal is to be more of a superstar, is to be more of a professional spiritual athlete, more of a professional physical athlete in the game of life. So it requires a look-see and a deeper look-see into thyself. Everyone's being influenced by something. There's so much information highway out there that everybody's scrolling every day, all day. Even when you think you've got control over it, you're still scrolling. It's still running in the background somewhere. Someone's talking about something. And remember, your subconscious is a 24/7 surveillance and records everything, even if you think it's not paying attention. It's recording it. So your body is having to deal with that. But if you could slow that down, flip over into the conscious mind, make your own choices and decisions in these moments about what it is that you're going to allow in and what you're going to let go of, you may find some fine-tuning skills there also. Instead of allowing life to continue to occur to you, through you, you start occurring with life. You start engaging and participating and choosing and making critical, acute decisions of what you allow in and what you don't allow in. And then you'll see things automatically start changing because you're now on a different frequency chord for as long as you choose to stay there. It's your own tight wire. You're on it. No one else can jump on it. You get to control what happens on that, who you allow in, who you don't allow in. And you will find persons, places, things may fall to the wayside and are no longer part of your circle. And so you may find yourself being more alone. And this is the time that is super precious for getting to know what makes you tick. Every single person on this planet has timing mechanisms. And the coulda, shoulda, woulda wishes, just put those somewhere else. Say today in this moment, I'm going to connect with my breath. I'm going to call on my divine source self. And even if it feels uncomfortable and it feels weird, I'm going to walk through this consciously, and I'm going to take the blinders off. And I'm going to see things and feel things. But at first, you may need to put the blinders on in order to tune this. Maybe there can be no distractions until you can walk through it in a different way on that path. So each thing is an experience and a lesson and a teaching tool. So how teachable are you? How teachable are you? You can say one thing and do another. But here's where we want to kind of bring everything in together. I've been through a lot of hard knocks. I didn't really have very many spiritual teachers at all in my lifetime. So I spent a lot of time in the old noggin, in the old art, and looking and feeling and working through energies. And that was the path I chose. Visceral learning. Truly feeling, tangible feeling of all of it in a world where everything was mental. And you weren't supposed to feel all those things. You're supposed to shut them down and ignore them. I came in with heightened senses of awareness through the feeling. And so it's those feelings that I've developed. And then anytime I get certified in something, it's through all of that, I can funnel it through and help others who may learn in a similar way. Or that similar way may help them through my guidance to take a next step into a direction of which they desire to achieve and to learn more and to step away from the programming that has been here for millenniums. It doesn't serve anymore. The world isn't working. Spirit is changing everything up. And so our clock isn't turning in the same directions anymore. that timing chain isn't the same anymore. And that's your wake up. That's your wake up. Spirit said that's enough for today. If I can help any of you on this path as an embodiment coach, embodimentofthesoul.com, email me. I do my sessions via Zoom. If you want to get together and just do breath techniques so I could teach you how to do that, you want to tune into something intuitively, you want to do a meditation, you would like to have some healing upon your person or around persons, I do all of that stuff. And I am happy, it's my honor to assist, and I keep my prices so things are affordable. Because money isn't my driving force. It's how can I be of service to my community and still sustain myself? Tap into what you think might make you tick. Ask yourself, how do I know what I know? And who influenced what I know? And you may be very, very surprised that you're getting a lot of your stuff via other people. Because everybody wants to believe in the deep state agenda and that you've been a victim. Can you step away from that and be the observer and witness? Like, okay, all right, I'm going to step away from that. I'm going to step away from that. I'm going to step into this. And I'm going to fine tune this. And I'm going to find some happiness and joy while I do it. And if it means persons, places, and things need to change, they're going to change. Don't wait for a trauma drama to really get you to do a 180, 360, or even just to turn your head sideways. Make the conscious decision to step into the who of you, in the you of the universe. Yeah. It can be fun. It can be challenging. Oh, is it a teacher? It is a teacher. All right. So much love. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Your comments. Every little thing helps the algorithm so other people can see, sense, and feel what it is this message is trying to put out. All right. See you guys on the next video. Bye.